Welcome to the Workamper Show, a podcast devoted to helping you discover how to finance your RV travel dreams. I'm Steve Anderson, the president of Workamper News. Each one of our episodes will either introduce you to people who are already living the RV lifestyle or to opportunities to work short-term jobs. You'll also learn how to hit the road the right way and make the most of every opportunity. Now let's turn over today's show to your host, Greg Gerber.
Thank you, Steve. I have two interviews today with two couples, both of whom are gathering information before they launch into the RV and work camping lifestyle. Today's episode is sponsored by The Dreamer's Journey, a new online course and community produced by Workamper News. Life is way too short to keep your dreams on hold, so don't be held back by fear because you were designed for more. Get started with the RV lifestyle the right way with this comprehensive guide. For a monthly subscription fee, people can participate in 2 online webinars every week to learn things like what type of RV to buy, goal setting, how to budget for the adventure, developing a positive mindset, where to call home, how to find a job, or start a mobile business. All online events will be recorded for watching at any time. Subscribers can also join an open question and answer session each month. For more information, visit www.rvdreamersjourney.com. My first guests are Tom and Mickey Ryerson. They are from San Antonio, Texas, where Tom works in building maintenance and Mickey works as a nurse. They're planning to retire in 2021 and are already preparing for that day. They recently ordered a 38-foot diesel motorhome and plan to pick it up this spring and then put their home on the market. This interview was recorded last October, so things may have changed a bit since then. But the Ryersons want a motorhome because they intend to be more mobile when they travel. They've visited a number of places overseas, and now they want to explore America with the extra time they'll have in retirement. They plan to work camp about 20 hours a week to offset some expenses and give them a place to park their rig. Tom is also contemplating becoming an RV inspector, so he has work to do whenever he travels. The first place they want to visit is Maine and then upstate New York during fall foliage. They'd also like to visit friends up in Canada. So to tell us more about their plans, please welcome Tom and Mickey Ryerson to the show. Coming on the show, Tom and Mickey, I appreciate your time. Tell us a little bit about yourself and where you're from.
Well, I'm from San Antonio, and so is my wife. I work in building maintenance, and my wife's a nurse for the hospital system.
Okay, very good. And you are looking to retire soon.
Yes.
Is that right?
In 2021.
2021. So you've got a whole year left to get this done. But you're on a fact-finding mission to begin the RV lifestyle.
Yes.
And you've already taken one step to do so, and that is to order an RV. What'd you order?
Yes, we ordered a Dutch Star Newmar 3736.
Okay. 37-foot RV?
Yes.
That's a motorhome.
It's a diesel pusher.
Okay. Super.
38 foot.
38 feet. That should be ample for you guys.
We hope so.
Super. Now, do you have kids?
We do. We have 2 young adult children, 20 and 24, both in college and getting to the point where they're pretty independent.
Okay. And so you don't have to worry about them anymore?
Well,
maybe come back and visit every now and again?
Absolutely. And we're always available remotely.
That's right.
Unless we go off grid, which we may.
And what did you say, Tom, that you told the kids some very practical advice?
I told the children if they can find us, they can come visit.
Very good. You're out and spending their inheritance, is that right?
Yes, we are.
Super. So you put your house on the market?
Yes, we put our house on the market, and we hope to sell it in May. We get our motorhome in May, and then we'd like to live in it for a year, and then we'll hit the road.
Okay, so you're just going to find an RV park in San Antonio and then live in the RV, kind of like a shakedown cruise, if you would.
Right,
yes.
Absolutely.
We found a place in Casterville, and that's where we're going to stay.
Okay. Why'd you pick a motorhome?
Want to be mobile, want to be able to just pick up at the moment's notice and go. You're driving down the road, the wife can get on the computer, go make a sandwich. You can go to the restroom, go take a nap.
And I think the other thing is when you stop, you don't have to get out and, you don't have to walk around to the vehicle at night or whatever. If you do decide that you have to leave, you can just pick up and leave.
That's what I used when I was full-timing for 3 years, as I had a motorhome, traveled around the country, and I just liked it because I could pull into a site, hit the brake, push a button, drop the levelers, extend the slides, and I was ready to go
Right.
in about 3 minutes. And so
Exactly.
that's what I like the most. And I traveled a lot. And there are a lot of people here who like fifth wheels because they think they're more like home. But it
Spacious.
sounds like you guys want to do more traveling.
Yeah, we do. We want to see the places in America where we haven't had the opportunity to go. We spent the last few years traveling in Europe and Scandinavia and overseas and got that out of our blood, and now we really want to just explore in America.
Okay.
And we would like to give back.
Mm-hmm. In what way?
Just be able to help people and use our knowledge and technical skills to help the little lady next door who's
Okay.
having a problem with her RV.
I know there are a lot of organizations within the RV lifestyle that look for volunteers to help. You know, Samaritan's Purse is one of them. They go into disaster areas and provide that kind of relief. And you've got a medical background, so
Right.
people are looking to provide medical services and low-income areas on
Right.
reservations and things like that. So there's plenty of opportunity to give back, especially if you're not going to need the income. Now,
Right.
it sounds like you're retiring from pretty good jobs, and so you'll have some pensions and investments that will help fund your lifestyle?
Yes.
Yes.
And health insurance, so we can get by with what we have until we reach Medicare age.
Okay,
So-
very
Yeah,
good.
my work offered, we were grandfathered in with a medical plan, so that'll be helpful on our trip.
Okay. Are you planning to work when you're out traveling?
Yes.
Okay.
Just enough to maybe 20 hours each per week, so we can offset the cost of the site and minimize our expenses.
Plus, it'd be a great way to meet people and get involved in everything.
Right, I'd agree with that. It also stretches those retirement dollars
Right.
because regardless of what the pension amount is, it's always nice to have a little bit of walking around cash, right?
Yes, agree
I
with
think
that.
the other thing we really appreciate is the opportunity to stay in one place for 3 to 4 months and really get to know the people and the culture in that area and experience that part of the United States. And we really haven't had that chance living in South Texas because it's so deep into the state. We
Right.
haven't been able to get out of it much given our jobs.
What type or where would you like to go first?
Oh, that's easy. We want to go to Maine.
Maine. Okay.
Yeah.
You like lobsters?
We do, but we also used to be sailors. So
Oh.
we like the coastal communities, and my father still lives in upstate New York, and we love the color and the people and the culture, and so we'd like to spend a little bit more time there.
I love Maine.
And we also have some friends up in Canada that we're really looking forward to seeing once we get on the road.
So you're just going to tour all over Maine? Is that pretty
Well,
much it?
Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, New York, that area up there in New England, probably for the first 6 months or so once we retire.
Okay. That is, like I said, a gorgeous area. And if you like lobsters and fresh seafood, I mean, it's abundant up there. And
Absolutely.
I too love coastal villages and things like that. Just they seem so quaint.
Absolutely.
And I would love to be able to live there for a month or 2 or 3. So that's a great opportunity. Where else would you like to go?
Well, up also in Maine, we met a guy who's building tree houses, and he owns a trailer park, and he takes work campers in. And so we're hoping to maybe hook up with that guy if he's still building them at the time.
Where is he?
He's about an hour south of Acadia on the coast.
So he's in Maine.
Yeah.
Okay. Super.
Yeah, so that's something that we'd like to look into when we get up there because it was really a unique opportunity, but we had to turn it down because we were still working.
Are there any other states that are high on your list?
For me, I think I'd really like to spend some time in the wintertime more in like Utah and
New Mexico.
New Mexico, around the Santa Fe area, Albuquerque.
Okay, now in winter, it snows
It
up there.
snows, yeah.
Right, yeah.
but We've been there during the November, December timeframe, and it's not too bad yet.
No. And you've southern New Mexico and Las Cruces, Alamogordo, and that area is still gorgeous.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the best memories that we have, because I lived in New Mexico for many years, was Christmas Eve in Tularosa, which is outside of Alamogordo. The entire community is decorated in luminaries.
Oh, wow.
They have people along the main strip, and they have everyone stop and shut off their lights, and they crawl through the city at 5 miles an hour. But every single building is illuminated with luminaries.
beautiful.
And it
Oh,
is.
we'd love to see that.
Yep, that would be very cool.
I think the other part that of the country that we love, and we love it because what of our families exposed us to the Smoky Mountains, and have family that have stayed in the Smoky Mountains National Park every year in Elkmont for the last 40 years.
Oh, wow. So they keep going back.
Yes, and that's just a beautiful place, and definitely inside the park is so majestic, and we love it there.
Are you planning to travel the country looking for a permanent retirement home, place that you want to go, or will you plan to return to Texas?
No, we're not going to come back to Texas. Texas is a beautiful place, but we've seen everything and we've done everything. We're ready to hit the road and go on an adventure. And then we met people here that told us about Dollywood, and that opened our eyes to the work camping lifestyle.
Yeah, Dollywood is a fun place. I mean, it's an amusement park in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee, I believe.
Oh, it's beautiful.
And lots of things to do. Hire a lot of work campers.
Right.
Oh, and maintenance. I'd love to go do some maintenance up there and just relax. And
I think it's the people, too. The people in that area are so kind and so generous, and, they have those kind of core values that we're looking for in a community.
So you're going to be work camping those type of jobs and campgrounds, amusement parks, and things like that?
And there's a chance that we'll also go the route of doing the inspector.
The inspector,
Yeah.
National RV Inspectors Association and the National RV Training Academy.
also, my wife would like to be a docent, so that might be something that we'll run across. And we figure
Tour guides.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Once we get out there, we'll meet other people, and we'll learn how the whole thing works, and we'll get better at it.
I interviewed somebody for the Workamper magazine not too long ago who worked as a docent for the territorial prisons in Wyoming, I believe is what it was. And it was really cool because everybody would dress up in period costume and things like that, and they would go around and talk about the site and what people were doing and how it was developed. And, it might be right up your alley.
Yeah. I love the living history museums.
Yes, that type of thing. And Tom, you mentioned that you were going to take a maintenance class in hopes of being able to help other people fix things that were wrong with their RV.
Yes.
This is maybe for money, maybe for free.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Not really necessarily for the money, but just mostly to be able to help people and learn how to work on our own RV, so if something goes wrong. And then, if you make a buck along the way, that's not all bad either.
Right. Absolutely. In fact, that class, they promise that you'll be able to fix 80% of the problems that you'll encounter in your RV.
Right.
I'm in the maintenance field, and there's about 80% of the stuff that we do is the same over and over again. And so I really believe that once you take that class, that you would be able to fix most of the stuff. Because most of the stuff's pretty basic if you got a little common sense.
Right. There you go.
Yeah. I think the other part of it is the preventive maintenance side of it, and really understanding how to do that and ensuring that it gets done so it doesn't fall behind and you don't have those issues to deal with because you didn't take care of it.
That's a very good point. Preventative maintenance up front takes care of sitting in an RV dealership for 3 to 4 weeks while they fix a problem, right?
Through that.
Absolutely. So you're doing some fact-finding and you're doing some education or taking training wherever you can get it, but you said you found some at Escapees as well?
Yes.
Okay.
We spent a weekend, right, Tom, at a seminar in Livingston.
Yes, we learned a lot about Escapees, and they taught us a lot of basic stuff that we had never even thought of. And I highly recommend taking an Escapees seminar if you ever get the opportunity. It's called Boot Camp.
Oh, yes.
And he just goes through all the basic stuff that people that have been RVing for years probably don't even give it a second thought. But if you're new to this is all brand new, eye-opening stuff. So we learned a lot about that and their mail service and how that all works. And then through Workamper News, we've met Steve Anderson and Terry Cooper. And wow, what incredible people.
And so you've learned a lot at Workamper as well and at Rendezvous?
Oh, gosh, yes.
So they talk to you about different things that you need to know on the road, like how to manage your mail and all of your files and things like that, and taxes.
Right.
Yeah.
We've learned so much in this 5-day seminar here at the Workamper News. I highly recommend that to anybody that gets a chance.
Very good. It's that we've talked to other people who've said the same thing, and it just seems that you can do the research online and you can find it out by yourself over a course of time, but it's better to hear it from the experts who've been there, done that, and you know you can trust the information that you're hearing.
Yeah, well, and I think the other opportunity is networking and living and learning from the experiences of other people who have done it.
Mm-hmm. I'd agree
Really
with
makes
that.
a difference in terms of your learning curve.
Mm-hmm.
Every seminar that we've gone to, me and my wife both have come out and go, wow, I sure didn't even think of that. And boy, is that a great piece of information,
Mm-hmm.
from the healthcare for RVers to the maintenance to all these different things.
Have you met any fun people?
Oh,
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah.
yeah. I think, everybody brings something else to the table that you would have never guessed. One of the ladies that we met has played the clarinet for 50 years.
Oh, wow.
So I just think those little tidbits are wonderful, little things that you learn about people that you would have never expected.
You're going to pick up a clarinet pretty soon?
I don't think so.
What's really nice about it is you meet people from all different aspects of life, and here we're just all RVers. So it doesn't matter what background you came from or field that you're in, we all have the same thing in common.
Mm-hmm. That's right. And it's neat to have these friendships that are being formed around the country.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're traveling around, you'll crisscross paths and you'll have friends wherever you go, or you can go up and visit them, or they can come and visit you, and you'll hear more opportunities based on what they've been doing and what they've talked to other people about. So that's neat.
Absolutely.
That's great. I understand you're going to buy some bikes.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
And this isn't regular bicycles. You're going to cheat a little bit.
Yeah, we're going to get the electric bikes from, I think it's called Red
Power Bikes.
Power
Yeah.
Bikes.
We listened to another podcast that we just love, the couple.
The Windlands.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Mike and Kit.
Yep. And I hike a lot for exercise, and we listen to the podcast whenever we're driving. And
Okay.
so we're looking forward to listen to your podcast. We're so excited that this is now available.
Thanks.
So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, we're going to go back to the beginning of your podcast, and now we'll start listening to those all the time.
Excellent. Hopefully you'll learn from the people who are out there doing that.
Oh, we hope
Yes.
so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super. Well, thank you very much for taking time to tell us about your experience, and I wish you the best of luck as you put in those final drudgery days at work before you can retire. But
It'll go by fast.
But that spending that year living in the RV, learning how it works and about the systems and things like that, and getting that extra training now to maintain the RV, that should help you a lot in the road.
We agree. Thank you, Greg.
Thank you so much, Greg. We appreciate what you do, and we look forward to listening to your podcast.
Thank you. Tom and Mickey Ryerson have been working in jobs that keep them pretty much tied to San Antonio, Texas. When they've had an opportunity to take vacations, they've often flown to faraway places. But as they approach retirement, they really want to see America. They've been looking at options for a while by listening to podcasts and even attending a seminar put on by the Escapees Club in Texas to learn more about RVs and how they work. Then they added to that foundation by attending the Workamper Rendezvous in Heber Springs, Arkansas, where they learned even more about work camping and ways to financially support their travel dreams. Each seminar they attended has filled in more gaps by providing additional helpful details, but they also keep picking up tidbits of information or give them even more options to consider. That's the best way to approach the RV and work camping lifestyle so that you are well prepared before you even get started. I wish them the best of luck as they continue putting the pieces of their plan together. My next guests are Melody and Keith Paluch, who are dreamers from Canton, Texas. They attended the 2019 Workamper Rendezvous to learn more about the RV and work camping lifestyle as well. They were on a fact-finding mission to investigate what type of RV to buy for full-time use. They're anxious to get a fifth wheel and visit places like Montana, Wyoming, Arizona, and Tennessee. They've adopted a more relaxed view of travel where they prefer to use only state and county roads rather than interstates because they can just stop and check things out that look interesting as they pass through an area. Melody runs an embroidery business, but they're also looking at various work camping opportunities too. To tell us what they discovered at Rendezvous and how that changed their planning process, please welcome Melody and Keith Paluch to the show. Thanks for joining us today, Melody and Keith. I welcome you to the show, and thanks for taking the time to come out and talk to us. We're at the Workamper Rendezvous in Heber Springs, Arkansas, and you are dreaming of the RV lifestyle. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Very much.
And how long have you been dreaming about this?
seriously for about the last 6 months.
Okay. But you haven't taken any steps. This is pretty much the first step that you've taken toward engaging the RV lifestyle?
We've been doing a lot of research, looking at RVs and things like that, but
Mm-hmm. What type of RV are you looking at?
Fifth wheel.
A fifth wheel. Why'd you decide that over a motorhome?
The ability to have a vehicle to travel around with once you're parked.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people claim that is a major benefit. Otherwise, you're towing another car, and that means 2 engines that you have to maintain and 2 drivetrains and things like that.
right,
So-
and we're planning on selling our home, so this is going to be our full-time home
Okay.
on wheels. So the ability to store stuff.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot more storage on a fifth wheel than there is in a motorhome.
Right.
Where are you from?
We're from Canton, Texas, just about 64 miles east of Dallas.
Okay. And are you lifelong residents there?
No.
No? But you've been there for quite a while. Do you have kids?
Yes.
How many?
4 boys. They're all grown. We've got seven grandkids. So
Mm-hmm.
And 2 dogs.
And 2 dogs. Very good. And the dogs will be joining you?
yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you have to buy a fifth wheel that is dog friendly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And one of those dogs is an Alaskan Husky, so it's got to have some room.
He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
so-
the other one's a Chihuahua. So we go both extremes.
Well, if you find a bed big enough for the husky, then the Chihuahua can sleep on the husky, right?
That's right.
Super. So what are some of the things you'd like to do once you get into RVing?
Just travel around, see parts of the United States that we've never seen before.
Okay. What parts of that? What's top on your bucket list?
Top on our bucket list is places we have actually been before, and that's up Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Okay.
Smoky Mountains.
Mm-hmm.
The Smokies are beautiful, but if you draw a line directly north from Texas and go west, neither one of us have been in that.
Oh, so
area.
you've not been to New Mexico or Arizona or
No.
Southern California, places like that?
We're looking at Montana, Wyoming being the summer destinations, and then Arizona and New Mexico being our winter destinations.
Okay.
We're-
Those are good choices.
We're both fascinated with Balloon Fest and things like that. And so the one that goes on in New Mexico is always something we've always wanted to see as well.
The Albuquerque Balloon Festival.
Yes.
It's nothing like you'll ever see anywhere else. They
Right.
have hundreds of balloons going off, and it's so neat to get out there early in the morning as they're preparing the balloons, and you can see them firing the flames to heat the air, and it just turns the colors of the balloons
Right.
against the twilight sky. It's just spectacular.
Very vivid.
And then to watch hundreds of balloons go up at once. And did you know that you can become part of a chase crew when
Oh,
you're
no.
attending the balloon festival? So
No.
yes, if you want to do that, they put you on a truck and you follow the balloons wherever you go, because they don't just come down like in an airport. They come down when they're ready to come down, and you try and guide them a little bit, but you go out there and take the pilots and all the passengers and things like that back with you and hold
Oh.
up the balloon and stuff. But the chase cruise, they tell me that's a wonderful experience. I've never done it myself.
Something to add to the bucket list.
Something to add to the bucket list. So are you planning to run a business from your RV, or are you looking to take work camper jobs?
Both.
Both. Okay. What kind of jobs are you most interested in?
My wife has a embroidery business,
Okay.
but as a work camper, we'll take just about anything.
So working in campgrounds kind of thing?
Campgrounds, amusement parks, any of those that,
Okay.
Yeah, we're open to just about anything.
Anything. You just want to
Yeah.
get on the road and travel and see things and work some jobs along the way to help put gas in the vehicle.
Exactly.
Okay. Super.
Just-
For,
See the people and the culture and get to know people. Just experience.
right.
life.
Oh, absolutely. And work camping is a great way to do that because you are in an area for several months at a time.
Right.
So it's not like you're driving somewhere to vacation and then have to go see all of these 5 main things and then head back. You
Right.
get to see all the cool things that the locals get to see, that they know about, that the tourists tend to miss. So you'll get to participate in all of that.
We've always, when we've traveled in the past, have always tried to stay off the main highways and freeways because we always felt like if we stayed in the back roads and run around there were places, we were always kind of the type that we were impulsive. So if we saw something, we'd just stop.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we've come across meeting some great people that way and seen some things we wouldn't normally have otherwise if we're just going from point A to point B.
Right. Yeah, the interstates are great if you've got to go somewhere fast. But
Right.
if you really want to enjoy the experience, you take the U.S. highways.
Exactly.
Yeah. In fact, I've talked to a number of RVers who just pick a number of a highway and they follow it from start to finish.
Oh,
So
fun.
they can go like Highway 41 goes from south of Miami all the way up to Wisconsin, Green Bay, Wisconsin. And so that gives them a good view or flavor of the Midwest. And then
Right.
there's the highways, the 12 and 18 that go from the East Coast all the way to the West Coast. That's be a fun fun trip to take. And then, of course, Route 66, if you've ever considered
Yes.
that as a neat
Yes.
trip.
Definitely.
Yeah. Any other bucket list places that you have in mind?
Not in particular. It's
Okay.
just like Melody was saying, we just go the way we feel like going.
Mm-hmm.
We have, right after the bombing in Oklahoma,
Mm-hmm.
we live in Dallas. So that is a 3-hour trip that took us 8 hours.
Really?
Yes. As we're going, we said, "What's that over there?
Uh-huh.
What's that over there?"
Well,
Yeah.
That's the beauty of work camping as well.
Exactly.
Yes.
You have to be in a destination if you've accepted a job by a specific time. But it's not like, okay, we've made the commitment on this vacation that we are going to go from Dallas to Albuquerque and we're not going to stop at the Oklahoma City Memorial because we don't have time. We're not going to stop at the Route 66 Museum because we don't have time. It's just a much more leisure lifestyle and an opportunity to make more memories.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Very good.
That's what it's all about.
So what motivated you to come to the Workamper Rendezvous?
It was an idea that you could go and pay for your vacations.
Mm-hmm.
We had always wanted to do that, but we didn't know how until we met Mike Gill,
Mm-hmm.
and he introduced us to it, and I said, "That's exactly what we've been wanting. We need to find out more about that."
Right. I think a lot of people, they say that that's what their life goal is. I'm going to retire, I'm going to get an RV, and I'm going to travel the country.
Mhm.
And their money only goes so far.
Exactly.
And when you're work camping, there are so many perks that come along with that. I mean, I've interviewed people who work camp in Branson, Missouri, and all they do is they show their pay stub to the other attractions in the area, and they get free admission. I mean,
Right.
what cool perks do you get for that? It really stretches that retirement dollar much further.
Yes.
We had been so interested. Like I said, we had been researching RVs, and we were in the Dallas area at the Dallas Southwest RV Show and ran into Matt Gillis there. And we knew that they were having several seminars upstairs rather than just, and we hadn't planned on really going and seeing any of them. But after talking to Mike Gills and the work camper experience and talking to escapees and things along those lines, we thought, oh, this is a wealth of knowledge we need. If we're going to really, truly do this and be successful at it, we've got to gain some knowledge. So we started with those seminars and found out about the rendezvous, and then got on the Workamper website and started looking at all those resources. And it's almost information overload at first, but we're beginning to take it a little bite at a time. But this has just been wonderful this whole week. Of the knowledge we've gotten has been great.
Anything really stood out or that surprised you or made an aha moment for you?
Having so many people here that are thinking of doing the same thing. I mean, when you're sitting at home and you're kind of talking to families and people like that, they kind of looking at you kind of funny, like, I'm not sure if you've lost your mind or what, or why would you sell your house and get rid of all your stuff and move into this can?
Mm-hmm. Right.
But we found out there's several people up here that are doing it. They've been doing it for a long time, and they're thoroughly enjoying it. The quality of life seems to be so much better, and that's what we're looking for. I've got I know my mom passed away in 2009, and I was her caregiver, and my dad is going through Alzheimer's right now and in the latter stages of it, and I'm his guardian and things like that. And we've both come to realize life's just awfully short.
Absolutely.
And you don't know when something's going to happen that's going to debilitate you to the point that you can't do all the things that you kept thinking I'm going to do one day. So we're going to do it today.
That's right. You can stare at the stuff in your house only so long. It's the memories that are going to keep you
Right.
active. I mean, when we're talking about Alzheimer's and things like that, that's a horrible disease, and it's not
Yes,
fun
it
for
is.
anybody to go through as a caretaker. But it does open your eyes that, we really need to remain active and to do the things that we have dreamed about for many years, because at some point you cross that line and it's too late.
Right.
Something will happen physically and you won't be able to do it as the way that you would have liked to. You won't be able to walk as far, etc. So yes, doing it now, that's a great thing.
Yeah, it's we want the freedom. We want to be able to see what we haven't seen and just enjoy ourselves.
Mm-hmm. That'll be great.
As long as we can.
So did you make any decisions here as a result? Are there first places that you want to go, or
The first decision we made is where we live. We're 20 miles from the Big Red schoolhouse, and I am going to go through those courses just so that I know what I can do or what I should be doing with this purchase that we're going to make.
that's probably a very good idea. It's a 1-week training course, and it's hands-on with some of the best instructors in the country. And once you complete that 1-week training, you should be able to fix about 80% of anything that goes wrong with your RV. And that will help you a lot, save you a little money.
Right. Keith's always been able to do that with our Sticks and Bricks house. He's always been very handy in reference to that. And I figure we have to maintain our Sticks and Bricks. If we sell that, then we're going to have to maintain our RV as well. So why pay for somebody to do it if we can do small
You can
stuff?
do it yourself. And when you learn how to do it, you'll be surprised at how many people you meet in campgrounds who are like, gosh, I wish I could get this fixed. And you could say, I'll do that for you for $50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little extra side money.
That's right. Exactly. So, well, thank you very much for taking the time to share your experience. I wish you the best of luck as you continue to gather more information and more knowledge and hit the road here within the next year or so, huh?
Yes. Yes.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for listening to us.
Melody and Keith Poluch found the Workamper Rendezvous to be a valuable investment of time, not just because of the classes they were able to sit in on, but because of the people they were able to interact with throughout the week. Just being around hundreds of other dreamers or experienced RVers really cranked them up for jumping into the lifestyle. After caring for her mom and dad in the end stages of their lives, Melody has come to realize that life is way too short. That's why she and Keith want to get out and visit some places they've dreamed about before something happens that makes it impossible for them to enjoy those kinds of adventures. Keith wants to take additional training to learn how to maintain his own RV rather than relying upon other people. That's a sound decision too, because people who can maintain their own RVs have greater flexibility and more money to enjoy the finer aspects of the RV lifestyle. I'd like to thank Melody and Keith for sharing their story. If you'd like to hang out with some other dreamers and experienced RVers and learn more about the RV lifestyle, then plan to attend this year's Workamper Rendezvous, October 19th to 23rd in Heber Springs, Arkansas. More details will be available soon at www.workamperevent.com. Workamper News is a magazine and online publication that connects RVers to full and part-time jobs around the country. Whether it is running a business from your RV or working short-term jobs for a variety of employers, Workamper News can give you information to help plan a course to live your own dream and get you on the road faster than you thought possible. For more information about opportunities to live, work, and play in your RV, visit www.workampernews.com. This episode was sponsored by the National RV Training Academy in Athens, Texas. The Academy's 1-week live training or home study course will teach you everything you need to know to fix about 80% of the problems people experience with their RVs. You can also sign up for additional training to become an RV inspector, campground technician, or to provide mobile RV service. For more information, visit www.nrvta.com. That's all we have for today's show. We'll see you next time on The Workamper Show. Thanks for listening.